we left off, the Hands of Unity were running through the Temple of Desire, somewhat along with a halfling uh, man by the name of Clint and his bodyguard L'Oreal. After going through Lucian's room, which was a dark forest, and they fought against waves of werewolves, in the end, completing the room. They then went into Mace's room, which was a ballroom in the Rasa Kingdom, failing the room after Lucian tried to wake Rasa up, which caused the reality in the room around them to crash. This caused the group to fail the room. Melusine revealed she had the goddess of desire's voice in her head and explained they cleared the first room by using a desire, or a wish, quote unquote, proving it when Lucian desired Mace free from his punishment for failing the room. The group entered the next room, which was a circus tent, where Romeo was on center stage. An older Isabel welcomed everyone to a performance by the Hands of Unity, announcing each player. The finale was Romeo versus her father, Glory. Before the... Sorry, my dog, my puppy barked at something. I don't know what it was. Anyways, before the show, Amadia had returned after being lost in the void after exploring the previous room a bit too much. Akor then performed first, breaking a boulder that reformed, leading him to desire its destruction. Melusine showcased her magic, dancing, and controlling chaos for the crowd. Mace dueled an Inquisitor and was temporarily banished to a realm, to the outside realm, before going into a realm of pink magical energy, where he gained immense power and then quickly returned to defeat the Inquisitor. Lucian then fought and slayed 3 werewolves, nearly dying in the process. And then the spotlight was illuminating Romeo and Glory for their final fight. The duel commenced between father and daughter, using the same weapon and its effect against each other. After a long battle of stabs and eruption of fire, health potion, speed potion, and many other abilities between the two, Romeo managed to make it out on top by slaying her father. Romeo wanted to tend to her father, but was swept away by the ringleader, Isabel, pushing Romeo to take a bow and bask in her victory. Romeo took the bow and soaked in the cheers from the crowd around her, with Isabel disappearing with a final ominous statement saying, "You took a legacy over your family," possibly alluding to something involving her father. The circus tent suddenly went quiet, with both Isabel and Glory disappearing, leaving the group in the tent. And after regrouping, they were confused on why they hadn't returned yet, until Melusine took notice of a strange humanoid figure on the far side of the stage. They confronted the creature, seeing a blue humanoid specter, no facial features, and ominous feeling emitting from the creature. However, once Romeo began talking to it, the creature started taking the form of a very strange-looking elf, who then showed Romeo strange visions of what could possibly be the future. The elf gave a warning that they must complete the temple to make sure the quote-unquote good future would be secure. However, the elf was suddenly lifted up in the air by an invisible force and ripped in half. And in the next moment, the party was thrust into a large empty stone room back in the temple. Seeing Clint and L'Oreal again, they brought everybody up to speed, discussing what happened, and Romeo sharing her concern about her father. She tried to send a message out, but felt like it didn't connect. The group gathered themselves and moved on to the next room. However, with Akora up front, he poked his head through the next door and quickly closed it and turned around and stated he can't do this anymore and he refused to fight, stating he was done. As pink magical hands came out of the floor, seemingly pulling him down, leaving his weapons and shield behind. The group, momentarily stunned by what just happened, had no choice but to move forward. The group entered the next room, which turned out to be to put Melusine in a nice, rather large bedroom. A large window, nice, soft, and comfy bed, a large wardrobe, which she opened to show a purple mask with gold trimmings propped up on a pedestal, dresses, jewelries, and robes filling the remaining of the space in the wardrobe. But necklaces that had strange carvings of different symbols hanged on the door. Guided by some strange instinct, she began cracking them open, revealing the rest of her companions, seemingly emerging from the necklaces in very different attire. Romeo wearing a more revealing version of her attire, very low cut on her front, openings on her pants showing her outer thighs, with the outfit hugging her figure more tightly. Amadia wearing a very more seductive dress, mainly featuring a high leg cut in her dress showing off her legs. Lucian wearing the very bare minimum in just a long loincloth, with parts of his werewolf form leaking out on different parts of his body, with wolf ears and tails combo coming out. Mace wearing his knight attire, however, not wearing any underclothing. So just having the armor, like the steel plates, hugging his muscles a lot more than usual, and having the armor show off his bare muscles underneath. While Melusine frantically apologized for the strange attire, they were then interrupted by a strange knock on the door, which revealed what looked like a humanoid figure with large leathery wings. She asked permission to enter and greeted everyone, but mainly asked Melusine if she was ready to give the sermon now, since Melusine was the High Mother. There, we will resume. So we will go over here. All right. So you all are in this strange looking bedroom, and you see what Melusine, you quickly take notice that this does look like a succubus and a rather um, more subdued outfit compared to most succubus that you've seen. Her in nice dark purple and red robes covering her body. She has her wings out on full display, and you see her tail hanging off um, behind her on her lower back, just dragging along before flicking every now and then. And she looks over at the group and gives a bow to everyone and looks at you, Melusine, and goes, "Are you ready to go, High Mother?"
If you could just wait outside the door, there's a couple things I need to talk to my friends about, and then we will be out there shortly.
Of course, High Mother. Please do not take too much time. We are on a time schedule, but I'll leave you be. Let me know when you're ready to depart. And she gives you a, a low bow before turning around and exiting the door or room.
Uh, Melusine is gonna turn to the rest of the party and be like, um, well, okay. I have to give a sermon. That that is probably part of the game, but I think I'm going to give a sermon that they're not going to expect.
Um, what do you mean?
The Melusine is gonna start like frantically looking around her room. Is there anything to drink, like alcohol wise?
Oh yeah, on the table nearby, or excuse me, on night table near by beside the bed, you do see what looks like a very elegant looking bottle of wine and several glasses of wine glasses around it.
She is gonna put up her finger, go over to the wine bottle, uncork it, and just drink straight from the bottle.
Mhm.
A couple
Hmm.
good long like gulp gulps. Just like I am up to here already. And after feeling just the slightest bit of a buzz, she's going to turn. A succubus sermon is about you I figure know better than the rest of the party what most succubus and incubus are like.
Well, yeah. Can't say I know about no sermon. Usually skip that part.
Well, I don't really think you'd usually be invited either. Unless, well, I guess you could be considered dessert. But I'm guessing what in I haven't been around any of this in quite a bit of time, but it's usually, go out there and souls for um the mother and, you know, take control and do this and do that. And I'm going to go out there and give a sermon about choice.
Joyce.
Being able to choose not to have to live like that. I chose.
Right. Well, I mean, it's still a sermon. That's what they want. So it's within the realm, I guess. I'm assuming that's what close
I just
enough.
I just don't want the sermon to turn into a big orgy, because if I gave a normal sermon, that's probably what would happen. And I really don't think that most of you would be comfortable with that. At least 9/10. Kind of eyes Romeo just a little, who looks the most comfortable
Hey.
in her outfit. Hey, in her outfit.
It's to be fair, not that much different than what she usually wears.
Exactly.
No offense to your family, fellas.
Not my family.
That's just whatever they are. That's just weird.
They're not. It's. Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you. How they go about things is quite odd. But there was one point with the goddess in my head, back when that incubus showed up at the camp. She told me that there was others like me, even though in teachings growing up, you're told that you will always be like this. That the outcasts are few and far between. But maybe that's not the case.
Well, it still exists, so the few and far between. So it's not necessarily a lie. But I mean, you're the first I've met, but I'm the first I've met of my kind. Well, one of the first. I
Yeah,
don't know how many are left now, but
at some point, if comfortable, I would like to unpack all of this, and it's just going to point to the fur and the robotness still.
that I'm. This is like a manifestation of you. I don't know. I haven't had fur in a long time.
But you did at some point?
Well, yeah, if you transform between two forms, the other one's gonna be
I
normal.
I thought war forges are immune to werewolves, but then the curse of the werewolves.
Mm, nope. At least this is designed to be, you know, house the curse. It was his weapon. He designed it for that reason. I killed him, but he killed me too. I woke up in this. But the curse hits your soul. It's not a disease.
Amadia, do you have any input on the matter?
I stand by whatever your decision is.
Your legs are showing. Would you like me to find you some pants to put on under that?
I will be fine. I can
Oh, yeah.
literally turn into an animal. This is...
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that everyone is comfortable.
I'm not at all, but I'll be fine.
If the gods
I'm
willed me to walk around you
perfectly
butt
fine.
naked, I would.
I
So
could
I'm
give you a
unbothered.
dress, Lucian, but I don't think you'd fit.
Right.
Can I commission that art? I mean, continue. Sorry.
Right.
Werewolf robot in a dress.
Well, free werewolf robot address.
I would love to try to describe this.
Well,
Uh,
let us get this over with. And Melusine is going to take the bottle of wine with her and go to the door.
Okay. As you head over to the door, I'm assuming you open it up.
Yes.
Okay. As you open up, you see the same female succubus on the other side who is standing with her hands clasped in front of her. Looks at you, gives you a smile, and goes, "Are you ready to go, High Mother?"
Yes, let us proceed.
Of course, High Mother. Oh, you seem to have almost forgotten. You must take the ceremonial mask.
Ah. Is that not the mask that I put on last time?
Did you put it on? I thought you didn't put it on last time.
I asked about it, and it wasn't the same. So I did put it on. Or
Okay.
from what they couldn't tell, it wasn't the same as the murder mask.
Right. Okay.
So I did put it on.
Right. Okay. My fault.
turned
Then,
out it was a mask alone.
then she goes, "Oh, sorry, my eyes need checking. Yes, you have the mask. You're ready to go." As she gives you a slight bow and begins leading you all down this beautiful looking hallway. As you're walking down, you see that there is a nice dark red carpet that layers the floor. Going, it looks to be beautifully well kept. You're seeing different art and paintings on the wall that seem to show. You see one painting that shows what looks to be a man standing on top of a fallen warrior and raising his hand up high. You see he's wearing what looks to be broken pieces of armor, and strangely enough, his face seems to be obscured by shadow. You see another picture which shows a very, very artistic, like a very classy, artistic nude painting of a woman that seems to be in a very elegant pose as she as it looks to be uh, a blue skin tiefling, and you keep on going down as you look at as some of the paintings catches your eye. You see another painting, which looks to be a werewolf howling at the moon, and in the moon you see what looks to be two red eyes staring down at the werewolf. In another painting, you do make out what looks to be a a feminine figure standing on a stage with a sword in her hand, and what looks to be two spectral dragons looking over her shoulder, and seems to be in a fighting stance as it shows a spotlight shining down on her.
Romeo, I think that painting is you.
Um, it is a lovely painting, but a bit disconcerting that it's here.
Well, it it would make sense. This thing, this is all
Right.
real and not real at the same time.
Mine has the moon looking at me.
Why does
Do I have
the
to
moon
kill the
have
moon?
eyes? Well, I guess if you didn't like your werewolfism, the moon would be, in essence, as a metaphor, your enemy.
Yes, perhaps it's metaphorical.
I don't think you have to actually kill the moon. Maybe. I don't know.
Do you think you can
Honestly,
beat
at
the
this
moon?
point, I wouldn't be surprised.
Lucian, do you think you can
I'd
beat
like
the
to
moon if
kill
you have
the
to fight the
moon.
moon?
Scratching out fighting the moon as a quest campaign, putting that to the side.
It just becomes Majora's Mask. Okay.
I'm just Moon Knight now.
But let us keep following.
Y'all keep going down the hallway, and you see another painting with looks to be a warrior standing. Um, it looks like it's an outline of a mighty warrior with a sword and shield standing tall, but it looks like the the art itself, not like the picture frame or the glass or anything like that, but the art itself looks to be cracked, like shattered, like a spider web covering the entire painting. So it's hard to make out any kind of accurate detail. And another painting across from it, you see what looks to be a uh, a humanoid lion that looks like he's reaching out his hand above, trying to grasp something, as it looks like he's being dragged down into what looks like a pool of pink magical energy.
Well, I wonder who that is.
I'm assuming that's look at the lion. That's Akora, and then this one is mine, the shattered one.
Well, it could be yours, or it could be Otis.
Otis wields a sword and shield.
He has a sword. I don't think he uses a shield, but has Mace had a shield this whole time, and I'm just crazy?
Yes.
Don't worry, you're a halfling and he doesn't have a shield.
See, Lemon, it's not just you.
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah, okay.
everybody.
Yeah, I was two-handing my longsword the entire time and doing maximum like 8 plus 3 damage.
Makes sense.
Makes perfect sense. So
As y'all
seems pretty fine to me.
what?
The
go ahead.
lady that's taking us. Will there be a place for my friends to sit near me?
Near you, sadly, no, my lady. They would have to take find spots in the pews. So don't worry. There's usually always open seats for your friends.
Perfect.
As y'all keep going down, you're seeing more and more painting depicting different kinds of what now seem to be historical events. You're seeing what looks to be a depiction of a gray-skinned woman um, leading a charge against a army of golden plated warriors, and it looks like this gray-skinned woman behind her has mechanical warriors following behind her as this gray-skinned woman is leading a charge against these golden plated warriors in a very brutal battle. Across from it, you see what looks to be another feminine figure in black plated armor wielding a giant black sword, a red cape flowing off of her back. It looks like she's wearing a black helmet that's covering her face, and a crown seems to be infused in the helmet. And behind her, you see what looks like there is multiple depiction of dragons behind her, as she seems to be in a pose, just staring straight out of the painting.
Uh, well, I wouldn't know.
Sorry, I had to take a bite of a sandwich. I'm hungry.
Okay.
Yeah. As y'all keep on going, you eventually do make it to a large double door that seems to be elegantly carved to show what looks to be a symbol of a a giant heart carved into the double doors, like right in the center of it. And you see the heart seems to seems to have golden accents circling the heart. And you see uh, the the succubus turn towards you and goes, "Here you are, my High Mother. I hope the sermon goes off without a hitch." And she gives you a light bow before stepping to the side.
Is this the way to the pews as well? Will my friends enter this way, or will you show them a different path?
They will enter this way as well.
Perfect. Then let us do this.
As you say that, you see the doors. You hear a as the door seems to unlock, and the doors begin to open up. As quickly you see a large room up ahead, and you're seeing multiple different pews that seats are already being filled by succubus, incubus, and various different types of clothing. You're seeing some are wearing full body cloaks that are covering most of their body. Some are wearing very, very little clothing. Some are just wearing loincloths around their waist, regardless of gender. Some are wearing just simple bandages around their chests and their lower regions. Some are wearing very high made, elegant suits. And some are wearing beautiful dresses and gowns. And just various different types of clothing. And you see all of these succubus and incubus are casually talking to each other. You see some are leaning against each other. And you see some are looking over in y'all's direction, and some are pointing over to y'all. And Melusine, you see as most of them look at you, they give a very respectful bow to you, and you see that they're getting very excited about what's gonna happen.
Come on. I prepared for this, Sam. I did write a sermon.
Oh, okay. Then I will
Wow.
get rid of this one. Well, I'll keep it. For you, just in case.
I do want to see if there's a. I will check to see if there is a sermon already there because I want to
Don't
see
worry.
it.
Don't worry.
But
It's all right.
I love it. We
Not
all
my
have
best.
this. I love how
Marty,
all of
you
us
have to
have
go
the
sit
same
down
idea
in
to
the
go.
Not
right.
get off the stage.
Oh.
in the pews.
I like how we all have the same
I thought he
idea
was gonna
to go
escort
to
you up there. Oops.
all of us
Ah.
had the
Melusine,
smart
as
idea
you-
to go right here.
And as you go up to
Yep,
the
as
stand
close as
and the
possible.
podium, you see a purple book with a heart-shaped gem embedded into it, and you're seeing bowls on either side of the on the altar, and 4 candles on each corner of the altar illuminated the area. And I don't know if you know this, but you can double click on the book to open up the passage.
Oh, that's cool.
Lucian, I'll bring you to your seat.
Thank you.
It literally just says books of desire.
Oh, sorry. I'll leave you to
There
it.
it goes.
Sorry, we're trying
Yeah,
to
it
turn
was
you
letting
as
me
well.
click on anything. Yeah, well, let me click on anything. Figure it out.
Okay. As you rise up to the stand and you begin looking at the book, you see all the succubus and incubus immediately stand up, and you see they all bow their heads. Nosy, how do you open this?
I'm still trying. All I can see is books of desire. I cannot see any pages on it.
Weird. Oh, right. Hang on. You need a.
Permission to read a book.
Well, yeah, it depends on the book.
That's also true.
Ah,
All right. There you go. Damn, no one wanted to sit next to the incubus or the succubus? Wow. Bunch of racists over here.
I was just trying to sit as close to Mel as possible.
Know what I look? A fight will happen after her sermon, and we had to fight them right there, get charmed instantly.
Nah.
Yeah, we get charmed. Yeah.
as everyone is still standing, I'm going to raise both my hands and then do the like sit down motion of lowering them.
All right. They all nod their heads and sit down in their seats.
Today we will not be doing a scripture from the book. We will be doing a scripture that is coming from my heart.
You see, all the succubus and incubus are. At first, they were a little worried, but when they heard something from the heart, their eyes widened a little bit as they leaned in and rapt attention.
My beloved kin, my sisters and brothers, we have been told since the moment of our birth that our hunger defines us, that our power is only in the taking of passion, of dreams, of souls. We were told this is our nature, and so we obeyed. But listen to me now. We are not chains to our nature. We are not the stories whispered about us by mortals or the old tyrants who trained us. We are beings of desire, yes, but desire can heal, it can comfort, it can lift. It does not just have to consume. Consent is not a weakness. It is not a shackle. It is the truest form of power. because it is shared. When another opens themselves to us willingly, freely, joyfully, the connection is far richer than anything stolen. No guilt, no shame, no echoing emptiness after the feast, only truth. And beyond that, we do not have to take it all. We can choose a different life. We can choose we can choose art or learning or to love freely given. We can walk among mortals without harm. We can lift one another up instead of competing for scraps of suffering. You are more than hunger. You are more than what you were told to be. You are radiant, capable of compassion, and worthy of respect. Not for what you steal, but for who you are. I want everybody to look inward and see the fire that is truly yours and love it. Cherish it. Love yourself. Not the mask that you wear, not the hunger that you were taught to worship, but the soul beneath it that you yourself have. We do not have to be thieves of souls. We can be healers of them. We can be partners, mentors, friends. And together we can be something new. This is our dawn, and this is our choice. No longer will we be monsters because someone else called us monsters. We are what we choose, and we are free. And then she's going to close the book and just look out to gauge the reactions of the people in the pews.
Okay. As you look out to gauge the reaction, you see every single one just kind of looks at you, and some are looking at you in confusions. Some are looking at you with bright eyes and hope. Some are looking upset, but overall there's more positive energy than negative. And as you're looking over, you're hearing you don't hear any and you don't hear anybody talking. You don't hear anybody whispering, mumbling. They're just looking at you with mixed emotions. And as you keep your watch gazing at them, you suddenly see the book begins to open it by itself and flips through different pages. And till you see the page, it stops on what looks to be a giant spell circle that fills the entire book.
Can I look at the page? Does it have a description or is it just the spell circle?
As you look at the page, you see that appears to be a different types of uh what's the word I'm looking for? Words written in the pages, but they seem to be jumbled. And as you're focusing on them, they seem to rearrange themselves until it spells out offering of desire.
Can I roll an Arcana check?
Sure. What are you trying to look for?
What this spell circle does if offered desire.
Okay. Roll me an Arcana check. Okay.
16.
Studying the spell circle, you're you're recognizing different kinds of the script in the spells. You're recognizing the different symbols, this appears to be a conjuration spell circle. So you can link this spell circle to a type of summoning magic.
Okay. There's no other description on it, and it's summoning.
Mm-hmm.
At this point in my sermon, I would like to offer my friends to come up here with me to show you that mortals and our kind can get along. Please. Amadia, Romeo, Mace, Lucian. As soon as Amadia's up here, be like, look at the book. It summons something.
Can I like roll something maybe to try and figure out if this is? Well, better question. If I look at it, am I able to figure out what like type of magic is it? Is it like arcane? Is it divine? Is it natural?
Oh. I'll say, yeah, roll me Arcana check as well.
Okay. No, that was not very good.
You know, it's a magic.
It is a magic. So I'm looking at my spells real quick. That I'm gonna cast anything. I'm just not sure.
From what I can tell, it's some kind of summoning.
Yep.
And it says offering of desire. I don't know if you can read the weird jumble words, but
I mean, this is your room. Do what you think is best.
yeah, but if it summons something we don't want to deal with.
Well, when I tried to leave, that made her mad, and she sent me into the void. So.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
So my thought of let's just leave. I don't know if that would.
Yeah, I don't think we can leave. What do you guys think? Mace, Romeo, Lucian, do you think I should play along? And the book opened to this. It wasn't on this page.
Well, I mean, we have to play along if Mace's room is any indication. If we don't, then
Yeah.
Oh, as long
I don't
as it
like it,
doesn't
but it's all we
summon,
got.
as long as it doesn't summon itself, it should be fine, right?
We still have some desires left. A couple of you do, right?
I have
I
no
don't know
idea
what
what
you're
you're talking
what you're
about.
referring to, but
Oh, yeah, shit, Mace, you weren't there when we... Oh, yes, okay. I'm going to put my hand on the book, on the summoning. Do I feel anything if I try to, like, channel my magic into it?
Do you channel your magic through it?
Yes.
Okay. As you place your hand on the spell circle and channel your magic through it, you see the magical circle begins to light up a vibrant pink color. And you see the candles on each corner of the altar burn bright and bright orange before flickering and turning a very vibrant pink flame. And as you're focusing on the magical energy going through the spell circle, it feels like something is reaching out towards you. Do you keep your hand there?
Yes.
Okay. As you keep your hand there, the feeling gets stronger and stronger, and you look down in the magical circle. You see a a dark um excuse me, a dark or a light purple hand reaches out and grasps out of the magical spell circle and grasps your wrist. What do you do?
I'm going to pull whatever it is out.
Okay.
Do we have our gear?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Is it apparent to us that Melzine is trying to pull this thing free?
It
Like,
is
pull it-
not subtle at all. It is bright and colorful, and you see a hand has grasped her wrist, and it looks like she's pulling the whatever it is out. So yeah, y'all can see it.
Are you sure?
I don't know.
Do you need help?
I also don't know
You keep
if
pulling, and you see more.
What is?
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say, what does the hand look like? Is it like is the skin colored weirdly? Does it have like claws?
It looks like a light purple skin, and there are claws on the end. And
Are the fingernails done?
yes, they're very well kept and done up. So, and as the arm keeps pulling out, you're seeing more and more of a very delicate, thin arm is getting pulled out before you see a familiar face pops out. Much older than the last time you've seen her, and what looks to be a older, like fully grown up Isabel is pulled out of the spell circle before it seems she lets go of your rest Melazine and falls backwards, and she kind of falls flat on her butt and then shakes her head. You see, she is wearing what looks to be a very beautiful looking gown that covers her body, and she just shakes her head and stands up to her feet and dusts herself off and begins looking around before landing her eyes on you, Melazine, and goes, "Oh, sorry. Not who you were expecting?"
actually, kinda.
Well,
Amadia looks like Amadia's holding her quarterstaff and is looks like she's about ready to jab somebody in the eye with it. Like she's ready. She was ready for that to be like some fucked up creature that she was gonna start hitting in the head.
you see Isabel.
Isabel?
Isabel looks over at you, Amadia, and goes, "Cool staff."
Oh,
Isabel,
thanks.
why were you in the book?
I was in prison.
In prison.
Yeah, I got locked up.
But why?
They said I was being very bad.
Oh,
Who?
okay.
You
Can
see, you see, she nods, looks over at you, Romeo, and goes, "Oh, hi, sis."
Hello. Um, who locked you up?
They did. They were very upset
Who's-
with me, so they locked me in a room.
Who is they? Is it the incubus and succubus? Or the
Hmm?
goddess?
And she looks back at all the succubus and incubus who are all just watching this entire thing. And Isabel just goes, "Oh, hi!" And all the succubus and incubus just look at each other before you see one by one they begin standing up. And you see Isabel just goes, "Oh, hmm."
Um, Isabel, if you could, I'm going to move in front of Amadia. If you could just, get behind us, please.
Oh, okay, if you insist. And you see she kind of just hops over the altar and goes and gets behind you.
Do these demons look mad?
They look shocked. Like they're not hiding their expressions very well. They look shocked, confused. Some do look upset, but they just seem to be at a loss of what is going on. And you, at this point, you're starting to hear some mumbling and whisperings going along as you hear one incubus goes, "Hi, mother. What is the meaning of this?"
Um, the book opened, and the book itself had the desire for me to pull this tiefling out of the book. I cannot. I chose to give in to the desire of the book, and here we are. I have saved this tiefling girl.
So you are freeing her from her imprisonment?
I am freeing her from her imprisonment. No, fuck.
Oh. Well, that's good.
That seems bad. I don't like how I worded that.
You see the incubus who nods his head and goes, that makes sense. And you see he just explodes.
Oh, fuck!
And you see other the succubus next to him goes, that's very good. Thank you for freeing her. And you see this one, it looks like her head gets decapitated as it rolls off. You see another one flies over and goes, praise the High Mother for freedom. Praise the High Mother for the freedom of desire. And you see it looks like her wings are ripped out of her back before she falls to the ground. And you're seeing more and more succubus and incubus are standing up, and in a crowd of voices, some of them, all of them are preaching out and praising you, Melusine, and goes, praise the High Mother, praise the High Mother. And you see one, it looks like she gets sliced down the middle, cut in half, falling back. One looks like their head goes all the way around before falling down. One looks like their skin gets peeled off. And one looks like it looks like their arms are getting inverted, like their fingers are getting slammed into their hands, their hands are getting slammed into their arm is going to their elbow. Just it looks like they're getting compressed. One by one, more gruesome death gets appears among the succubus and incubus. You're seeing some are smashing. They smash themselves into each other, and it looks like their flesh fused together before melting away as more and more fall and explode, die, and begin disappearing. Until
I'm gonna cover Isabel's eyes.
you see, you see Isabel and just goes, "Sister, what happened?"
Nothing.
Oh,
Don't worry about it.
oh, okay. It suddenly got quiet.
Just try not
Yes,
to look
it
like
did.
you're enjoying this. She's like,
It seems Melusine might have walked right into what she wanted.
well, we had to. Right?
Not necessarily.
Well, last time we
Amadi's gonna look up at the ceiling and go, Are we done here?
No.
Are you happy?
Amadia, don't. I
Don't
don't
push
think
it.
we should. Yes, I don't think we should speak to whatever is
They're
outside.
gone. There's no reason for us to dawdle in this room anymore.
Melusine, is this what you desire or something, a different outcome that happened?
I was speaking of Isabel when I spoke of freedom, but I did not. I did not think until the words just kind of came out as I was trying to explain something. And as soon as they came out, I knew I fucked up.
maybe just a little bit, but because we kind of walked into that and we knew what its goal was, right?
Mm.
It's use her in every single step of the way.
Oh,
It's
we just
used
keep
her
on.
because she is a daughter of desire.
the good thing
What?
is none of this is real.
What does that mean?
No, this
Well.
is all very real. We learned that last time.
Mace of Stone. They never told Mace those people are real.
Oh,
It means, Romeo, that when I don't know if the goddess knew we were coming, but when your sister said that she desired for to get away on the train, that pink smoke that took her away, and then the thing on her back marked her as, I don't know exactly what it means, but it marked her as a daughter of desire. So
But that-
maybe that means she's the goddess's plaything.
Or a vassal.
But was that
Or
even
a
her on
vessel.
the train? Because she was older than she was. And
And that's where it becomes confusing if the goddess was using her as a tool to get to you or to the rest of us as it being a child from the very beginning.
I didn't
And
even
now
know
all
she,
I hear is laughter in my head.
I didn't even know she existed.
Maybe it was more in the side of the goddess of desire knew in our hearts that we couldn't just let a child fend for herself. And then it was more insult to injury for it to be your sister.
well, we need to do something. We can't just stand here.
Y'all suddenly hear what sounds like a voice echoes through the chamber, and you suddenly hear in a very sultry, feminine voice go, "Oh, but why not? You're having so much fun in my rooms." As you suddenly find yourself thrust in a stone room where you look over and you see the size of the room looks very similar to the room you were just in. You see braziers running along the wall. It looks like there is a small um, um, tunnel of lava that's going from left to right. Behind y'all see different kinds of stone platforms, and you see the two stone platforms are crushed rubble. You see one that looks to be a beautiful statue of Romeo. Another one that looks to be a gorgeous statue of Lucian, and one that remains blank.
Do you think we're still in my room and that is why I do not have a statue? Or do you
Or maybe
think
she's
that I
keeping
failed?
score.
I would assume. I don't know how. It doesn't seem right that the rest of us have a choice of how our rooms are resolved and you don't.
Just another part of the birthright, I guess, of not having a choice.
Mace is going to shout out to the room. What is your end goal? What is your whole point of this? Stupid games.
Maybe don't call them stupid. Don't be insulting.
Stupid? Oh, poor Mace. Were you not enjoying your room? And then you suddenly hear another voice cuts in, a more masculine voice that goes, "Please, Mace, explain why you didn't like your room. I certainly enjoyed it, and I certainly enjoyed watching Lucian break it. It was very entertaining."
Maybe. I gotta think what.
Before you even speak, Mel is going to look at you. If you are going to engage, try not to be rude or offending.
Oh, wasn't expecting it to talk back.
Mel is just going to shake her head.
Legitimately.
Like, you can talk. Type shit.
What was that?
I was just laughing. I said, "You can talk about the room."
You hear a male voice and goes, "Well, of course I can talk. It is my temple after all."
Right.
Do we
Do we
see
have
the
any-
door on this side of the room?
Yep.
Cool. Mel's just
Yeah,
going to start walking.
Yeah, Amadi just starts
Mace-
walking towards it.
While walking, he's going to answer the question why he didn't like the room. Because I know it'll be impossible for me to get what you showed me. Even if you have the power to grant it, it's still impossible.
Oh, my poor dear Mace. Nothing is impossible. Nothing that I can't help, my sweet Mace. And then you hear a voice, the familiar feminine voice cuts in and goes, "You just simply have to give in to your desire. Simply tell, and I can do many things for you, Mace."
Would they be genuine at that point? If he knows that he wouldn't be able to accomplish it himself without your help, would the feeling be genuine?
Bloody door's locked.
Door's locked.
Yeah, Amadi's just jiggling the handle at this point. She's like,
Does it have a keyhole?
Nope. Door doesn't
Oh.
seem to want to open.
The fucking rogue doesn't have a chance to lockpick anything.
I will attempt to kick the door down.
Okay.
It's not even worth it, Mace. We're in a
Yeah, I don't think.
parallel reality pocket dimension.
It
I
doesn't
think
hurt to
I'm
try.
I think Mace,
It
much
could,
like myself,
actually.
is tired of these games.
Nope.
Nope.
You kick the door, but the door remains strong, and you feel a jolt, like a lightning bolt, go up your leg as you kind of limp a little bit as you brace yourself. And then y'all hear on the other side and goes, "Guys, are y'all in there? Excuse me, we're trying to open the door." As y'all hear Clint on the other side.
Is there a lock on the other side of the door, or are you trying to figure? Is there anything out there that looks weird that you might be able to open the door with?
Oh, yes, there's a convenient lever over here, now that I'm looking at it.
Trust the lever.
Bella's going to fucking facepalm.
Oh, the lever.
Amadia would like to do something.
What would you like to do?
She is going to reach into her bag
Mm-hmm.
and pull out a diamond inlaid stick and is going to cast divination using a spell slot.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go.
And she is going to do she's like, I don't know which god's court I am in beyond Lathander sending me here, but these people, these heroes, they're losing. How can we defeat the goddess of desire? That is her question, is how can they defeat the goddess of desire?
You can.
I feel like I totally just threw Sam a curveball.
Yeah, hang on. I'm just reading the spell real fast. I'm trying to make word it carefully.
You're good.
Also, when he said summoning, my brain went, "Oh no, Blue Eyes White Dragon is about to be summoned."
Right.
Okay. All right. You hear a voice graces your head, but at the same time, your mouth begins moving as a very different voice comes out of Amadia's mouth, and a masculine voice comes out, and you hear her mouth begins moving as you hear a laughter. Like, she's not moving, but you hear laughter coming out, and you hear and a male voice goes, "A god of desire can only be defeated by other gods. Other banished gods, you can say." So which would you prefer? The goddess of desire? Or would you prefer my help? Of course,
Right.
you would have to say my name. Say my title, and I will come help.
I'm gonna say that sounded worse than the voice in my head. Just saying. Also, that was weird.
I hate doing that.
But
I'm sorry, but I've
fine.
run out of options here.
That sounded way worse than the voice that is in my head.
I mean-
But I did just think of something very interesting. Lucian, your room was about maybe a deep desire to kill that asshole again.
No.
No,
No. I mean, that's part of it, I would suppose. But I
but it
already
was an
killed him.
actual
I have no
want.
desire to kill him again. In the moment, I did, but it's more just to kill that evil in general.
Okay,
But
but you can say it was something you actually wanted, even if
mm,
a part of you. Mace, even if you don't think you're ever going to get it, that is something that, a part of you wants, correct?
Yep.
Romeo?
Yes.
I never wanted what was in my room. I can say that with 100% certainty. There are very few wants I have in this world. And that is not one of them.
I have exactly one, and I'm certain all of you know what that is.
So I don't understand my room. I do not understand where it went wrong. But that was not something I would ever want.
I believe she wants you to embrace your blood, embrace
Which
what
is
you
never
were
going to
born.
happen.
Oh, trust me, I understand. But she can most
then that
certainly
room-
attempt to. She can attempt.
That room is more about what you desire, then, isn't it? Speaking to the room, not Melusine. That's what you want.
I was so terrified about entering my room because I thought I knew what it was going to be. Because again, there are very few things that I want in this world. And when I didn't see him, I knew that this couldn't be my room, as this is not something that I would ever want. I would never want to be a High Mother. I would never want to go back to that life. I don't care about my kin.
I guess it seems like every single thing that we did, it was something we deeply want, just skewed in a way that fits what she's trying to pick. I mean, you want to prove for yourself, but in a way that is proven for your people that you don't have to be the way
But I
nature
don't care
makes you.
but that's the thing. I don't care what my people think, and that's where I think Romeo's
Well,
correct. Maybe
I don't-
this is the room of the goddess's desire. And because I am her kin, technically, it fell on me.
All right. Well,
Maybe we could figure out more if we could get this bloody door open.
Where the fuck is the lever, dude?
You hear Clint
Pull
on,
it.
you hear Clint on the other side goes, "Oh, y'all thought I was serious?
Yes.
I'm going.
I was being sarcastic. We've been trying to figure out how to open this bloody door ever since y'all disappeared again.
Well, what's in that room?
It's a hallway."
God damn it.
Does anybody
Okay.
have a pickaxe or anything that can help bust down the door?
I am not going to order L'Oreal to bust open this door. This is a historical place. We need to preserve it.
Clint, if you
Would
don't
rather-
order her to open up this door, I'm going to shoot you in your fucking mouth.
Well, I would love
Next
to see
time
you.
I see you.
I would love to see you try through this door.
I have died once before and came back as a fucking. I will find you, Clint.
I will come back.
I believe you, good sir. I will redouble my efforts on trying to figure out how to unlock this door.
Yeah, can I go look at the
man.
statues?
I'll go stand here.
I want to look at the statues and see if there's anything like
Can I try to
weird
open the
about
door
them.
and see if it works?
Sure. You go for
I'm the only one that has it.
the door. Place your hand on it. It's locked. Doesn't seem to want to budge.
Yeah.
Is there anything like with these statues, or are they just statues? Can I like investigate or something,
Sure.
or like Arcana or whatever? I don't know.
Roll my investigation check.
Yay.
Amadia,
Mhm.
as you step on the podium, and
Oh boy.
Ooh.
ooh, that's very nice. I'll get to you in 1 second. As you step on the podium, and I kind of look around and trying to see if anything happens, you suddenly feel your feet begin to lock up, and it suddenly feels like you can't move. As you're looking down, you're able to like move your upper body to the side, but everything from the waist down seems to be locked in place.
She's like,
Uh,
I have made a mistake.
Lovely. Can I try to grab Amadia and pull her off?
You reach up and grab onto Amadia. I'll say make me a strength check.
Yay!
Romeo, going back to you. As you begin looking at your statue and begin investigating, wow, okay.
That's crazy. With my -1.
You begin looking at your statue and looking over, trying to figure out what it could be, see if there's anything to it. A strange thing you pick up right away. The statue is breathing. You see that it's frozen in place, but you ever so see her her chest begin rising and falling in very subtle breathing.
I have a really, really stupid idea.
Clarify, which
What is-
statue? Of who?
What is it, Romeo?
My statue.
Oh.
What if I kill it?
You can certainly try.
Maybe
Melusine.
start with a smaller.
Melusine, as you use your strength, you plant your feet, you begin to pull Amadia, trying your best to pull her off. Try as you might, Amadia isn't budging. It looks like she's planted right there and is not able to move.
Okay, I'm not gonna kill my own statue just yet.
Maybe just
Can
a
I like
little
poke
stab.
it? Yeah, does it feel like flesh or does it feel like rock?
You reach out and you're touching it.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh-oh. I don't like that.
You reach out and you begin you touch it, and it's weird. It has the texture of rock, but it's very squishy. Like it's like it has like a outer layer of stone, but it's able to be pushed in like flesh.
Like touching a snake.
And as you're like focusing on it, you look back up and you see the statue's head is looking directly at you.
Hello.
That's weird.
Can you talk?
Do we see it looking at Romeo?
No.
Uh,
Only
I have
Romeo
a question.
sees the statue moving.
Huh.
I have a question.
What's up?
Can I attempt to use my technical movement on Amadia? That I can choose an object or creature with my mind as an action. If it's a willing creature, I can move it 30 feet. Yeah, I can just.
I'm obviously willing.
Nope, that's not. I wanted to go in the chat.
You can attempt. You can certainly try.
Yeah, I'm going to attempt to do it. You're willing, right?
Yeah, I am willing.
All right, attempt to use
Oh,
it.
you're sure about that?
Why is there damage?
Don't worry about it. You don't have to click on it. You
Don't worry
try.
about the damage.
You focus in on Amadia and try to move her in either direction. You suddenly feel a backlash of psionic energy as Mace, you take
Ooh.
Oh, boy.
only 2 points of psychic damage as you feel like a sharp pain, like a nail has been driven into your head as you clutch your head and you see Amadia is still in place.
Great. $89 now.
Am I just stuck, or am I like turning to stone?
Right now, only the waist down seems to be stuck. Like you're not turning to stone. Your legs are normal, but it just refused to move.
I can't. Yeah. Okay.
Can I again going back to my stupid idea?
Uh-huh.
Can I like if I slap my statue, am I gonna take damage? Can I try it?
Sure. Make a an unarmed strike against it.
All right.
Advantage because it's right there.
It's yeah. No, I don't. Just regular attack. Hello. You must target one. Oh, where am I? All of my buttons are gone. Okay, there we go. Select. Okay, hold on. It's making me
Mhm.
do it in a really weird way.
You can do it. I believe in you. Oh, Jesus. No. You wheel back and you throw your hand out against the statue, and it slaps against the face, and all you feel is stone as it begins to vibrate your hand back, vibrate your hand, and you wince in pain as your hand begins to swell just a little bit, and you see the statue is back in its default stage, no longer looking at you.
Did we see her smack the statue?
Yeah, I saw that.
Are you good, Romeo?
It's breathing.
If I look at Romeo's statue, is it breathing?
Make me a where is it? Perception check.
Ooh.
Nat 20.
Yeah, dirty nat 20. Man. You look at it, and you can also see very subtly the statue is breathing.
That wasn't even a dirty. That was a true nat 20.
Oh, so my bad.
Damn. Okay then. I see what you're seeing, Romeo. But why is there only one now? Do you count Amadia stepping over there? There's
I
now 3
thought
statues.
The door was only supposed to open if all the platforms were filled.
Well, a core left.
And Madia standing there, and then the 2 crumbled statues are,
A
if
core
we
and
assume,
Mace. But
or
why?
you and Mace.
But I don't understand. I still am not understanding.
Oh.
The goddess's idea for my room.
I'm
Or
gonna
what
do
the
something
end game
incredibly
was for that
stupid.
was.
He's going.
Is
Mace
she
is going
free
to
now?
step.
Oh my god. Has Mace. Oh god damn it, Mace.
Mace, as soon as you step on the platform among the rubble, you suddenly feel your legs lock up into place. And not just your legs, you feel your chest begins to constrict. And all you're able to move is your arms. You can't move your head or anything else. All you can do is
I
just
can't
move your
speak.
arm. You can speak, yes.
Well,
Mace.
yes.
Why?
This is probably the only way to get out.
I kind of agree. It's maybe stupid, but Amadia and I do have our desires left, I believe, or Mace and I. I have mine, and
I
someone
think
else does.
Amadia, you, and Mace should all have your desires left.
Yes. So, worst
Cora
case
used-
scenario, we can use one of those to get us all unstuck. Melusine, I think you should step on the platform and see what happens.
I don't know if I feel comfortable with this. Even if
Well-
you have your desire left.
Do you want to stay in this room forever?
Well, if I end up a statue forever, then I would be here forever either way. So it seems like a lose-lose for me. As
If you're a statue,
Melusine
you don't have to stop
steps on the
them.
goddamn statue. I'm only doing this because you're pretty.
Oh.
Thank you.
What happens?
She dies instantly.
Everyone dies.
Just a reminder also, Lucian is quite literally on death's door.
So is Romeo.
Yeah, we left the two people on death's door. Oh, and not statue high.
Melusine, as you step on the platform, very similar to the other two, you feel your body locks up into place, and the only thing you can move is your head.
Alright, I'm gonna go try the door.
Oh, motherfucker.
As soon as you head over to the door, you suddenly hear the door, and the door opens as you see Clint and L'Oreal step through and goes, "Oh, hey, we figured out how to open the door." And then they look at you, Romeo, and goes, "Oh, what's going on?"
We figured out how to open the door.
Oh, darn. I thought I really had it with that conspicuous button I just pressed.
Is this
found a
another
button?
attempt at a joke?
No, we found a button outside, and I thought it was the way to unlock the door, so I pressed it.
I punch Clint in the
Make an unarmed strike.
That one.
We're so close to a nat 20.
Misses. You swung at Clint, and Clint ducks out of the way and goes, "What?"
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
Can I go in there and see if there's a button?
You try going through the door. The door is closed and it's locked again.
Motherfucker.
Motherfucker!
God damn it.
Oh, this is bullshit.
So seeing the door open and close again, Mace's going to see if he can move his legs, or at least move any.
No, y'all are still frozen.
Fuck. All right. I'll play a stupid little game. I desire for all of my friends to be unfrozen and for us to be able to walk through that fucking door.
Suddenly, the door opens up. you see a feminine figure walks through. Smiles at you, Romeo, as you see dark brown skin. It looks like she's wearing a veil covering or a hood, long curly black hair, amber colored eyes. She seems to be wearing a necklace that has a heart shaped gem. Pieces of metal armor covering her body and frame as she looks over in a very, very sultry voice. Just looks at all of y'all and goes, "Oh, my dear Romeo, I have no need to fulfill your desire, but if you're willing, I can still take it." As she walks right up to you, Romeo.
Not much of a fucking goddess, are you then?
Ooh, feisty.
Oh, that was sorry. I was trying to read what the spell did. I didn't mean to click it.
Well, either way, it doesn't work. You see, she goes, "Ooh, very feisty. I love
Just
my
out of my reach.
I love my toys feisty. But are you sure you want to waste your desire on that, and not your own personal gains? 'Cause I can let you out. I can let you walk home. I can even bring you home, safe with your family. And hell, I can even set poor dear Isabel free. Wouldn't you like that for your sister?"
You'll be free if you're dead.
Oh, do you think you can do what the other gods couldn't do?
Maybe I can. Guess you'll have to find out, won't you?
Ooh, I like you. So what would you want me to do?
I
You-
think I already told you, didn't I?
Oh, you want to fight?
I told you I desire my friends to be freed from their paralysis and for us to be able to walk through that door.
Oh, that sounds like two desires, dear Romeo.
Then forget the door.
As you wish. And you see she snaps her fingers, and all at once, the strange paralysis seems to come off of each and every one of y'all.
I want to beeline it towards Romeo.
He's also beelining it to Romeo. Nice.
While they were talking, I was casting jump on myself.
Noted. Noted. And you see the figure standing there just looks over at you two and goes, "Oh, and here are the others." And you see in a weird twist, it looks like she spins around as suddenly in one twist her form changes, and now standing there is a male figure with a red cape hanging off of his back, pieces of armor going up his arm, bare chested, a hide pants, and a similar heart shape necklace around his neck as he looks over and goes, my poor, sweet Mace. And one of my granddaughters. It's good to see y'all in person.
So this temple and these rooms and these games are you doing?
Well, of course. When the gods imprisoned me, I had only control over my temple. And man, it is so good to stretch my limbs.
Damn, I guess all this time in the temple you got a little rusty.
What makes you say that, granddaughter?
Because obviously we're listening in, so you've probably already heard this conversation. But at least, well, 4, Akora looked in his room and instantly got spooked and fucked off.
He was mighty tasty.
You fucking ate him?
Guess fear is tasty. But for the 3 that actually went through their rooms made sense. Did you get unimaginative with mine? Was it your desire?
My dear sweet granddaughter. Whose desire was supposed to be in that room, you ask? Why, it was the desire of the succubus, of the incubus, of your dear mother, of my dear daughter. They desire for me to come back. And why shouldn't I come back? Because I mean,
It sounded like my mother did not want you to come back whatsoever, because then you usurp her reign of whatever she does. And so, see, you weren't creative at all. You gave me a generic succubus room when the entire time we have spoke, you knew that that's not who I was. You tailor-made everyone else's room to fit them.
Except me.
Amadi, you weren't supposed to be here.
I know.
But you got lazy with mine and put me in a box. A box that I have obviously broken out of, as she motions to her friends. If I was the succubus that that my mother wanted me to be, she's gonna point at Lucian. He would have killed me where I stood.
my dear granddaughter, your desires are, let's be honest, typical. Wanting to see an old flame that is no longer of this world, that can easily be brought back by one of my siblings. Your desire. Your desire was too simple. I could have easily made a fake room, a fake home, and a fake lover for you. But my dear daughter, I don't desire that for you. Yes, you see, desire should not be so wild as my daughter wants. Desire needs to be maintained, needs to be directed. It needs a focus point. That's why I exist. And you see he quickly, it seems she turns around, and once again, he's back in the female form. And you hear in the voice goes, that's why I exist. I exist to maintain desire, to make sure it doesn't get too out of the control for the world to survive. Because, I mean, look at the state of the world now. And you see she snaps her fingers, and giant mirror, like 3 giant mirrors, seems to fall from the ceiling and land hard in front of her. And the mirrors begin to open up and project different spots of the world. And she motions to the one in the middle and goes, we have a ruler, a tiefling ruler that was suppressed in her youth. She raised her people from slavery because she desired it. And now she desires revenge. She desires for the world to go at war. And all the technology she's making, she can damn well blow up the world. Desire needs to be controlled. Revenge needs to be maintained and corrected. And she points out another mirror, and soon you see what looks to be the middle mirror shows the Rasa in what looks to be a lab. She is only wearing what looks to be a white tank top, loose baggy pants, goggles over her eyes, and wearing a what looks to be a very futuristic gauntlet covering her hand that seems to open up on the fingernails, on the fingers, showing different kinds of gadgets. And it looks like she's working on. It looks to be a bulbous item that's a cylinder in shape, but is massive. It looks like the size of a horse, and you see the guy points over to the mirror to the left and goes, "We have a female would-be empress that wants to rule the world and raise all under one banner, the Black Empress herself. And now, due to some time manipulation, she damn well has the power now, thanks to a little egg that happened to hatch a dragon matriarch. One that shouldn't exist in this world. One that should have only existed in the future. But of course, someone desired her to have it. So of course, desire, unchecked, has released it." And it shows on the left mirror. It shows the Black Empress in a female figure in black armor, red cape, holding a sword, and you see her helmet's not on, showing her dark black skin, long hair, ruby colored eyes. And you see she seems to be petting what looks to be a silvery dragon that's about the size of a horse. And you see she's petting it, and beyond her, beyond them, you see what looks to be 3 full-grown adult dragons that seem to be laying down and resting around them. And you hear the goddess go, "With her dragon matriarch, she can desire the kingdom, the lioness empire, to fall under her boot, due to her dragons that she is accumulating. But wait, thanks to the dragon matriarch, the ancient dragons are awakening. They're rising left and right, even though they were supposed to slumber for another 1,000 years. But desire remains unchecked. Desire remains unguarded, unguided, unbounded. Because the gods didn't want me in charge of them. The gods decided to bound me in this temple. And of course, and she motions to her right, and the third and final mirror, it shows what looks to be a spectral figure, what looks to be a feminine elf that seems to be floating in the air and gliding through trees until it looks like she's showing up to a large giant tree, and it looks like it's been carved in, uh, and it looks like there is a pure porcelain white temple inside. And as the specter races in, phasing through walls, you see the specter appears next to a beautiful looking female elf with white skin, white hair, a beautiful white uh, a beautiful white kimono that's wrapped tightly around her, a white crown around her head, or adorned on her head, jewelry that's wrapped around her neck and attached to the tips of her ears. And you see these porcelain white elf seems to have her eyes closed and has her heads down. And you see the specter just seems to smile as she floats around and goes, "And here, the forgotten empress of the elves is back due to some adventurers finding a temple of one of my dear brothers, releasing the spirit of the forgotten empress. And now she's free. And now she has the power to desire to lead once again. Who knows what could happen?" And you see the female figure just laughs before turning around and once again shifts into the male form and goes, "So as you can see, I need to be free. I need to maintain desire, guide them, and make sure the world keeps spinning. Is that so bad?"
What about the town? What's the town name called again?
Thuril.
About town Thorough, where they have no fucking desire and they're killing themselves because of you.
Oh, no, 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 dear Mace. My powers, my control over my powers extend to this temple. It is not my control, or I can be blamed against me, that some tiefling miners broke open my temple and leaked out the aura of my desire. Of course, I was hungry. And of course, when you're hungry, you latch onto the nearest breadcrumb you can find.
And what happens when there's nothing left for you to feed on? At the rate you're going, it's not going to take long.
Oh, but it's thanks to my dear granddaughter over there that I don't need to feed on desires anymore. I can maintain myself because she freed me with her simple statements. And here I stand before you, the god of desire. And you see, he turns around and turns to the female form. The goddess of desire. I am here to bring order back to this world. And I simply must ask, what are you all planning to do about it? Are you here to stop me from bringing order to this chaotic world? Or are you going to let me go? And we can say, bygones be bygones. You can leave. You can escape my temple. And I won't have to kill all of you. What do you say?
Lucian kind of
No.
stumbles forward a little bit.
I think your biggest weakness is that you assume all of us are selfish.
like you. And we're not.
I desire for you to reseal yourself. You say you can grant any desire, correct?
Any desire
think she
within
has a
my
choice now.
power.
If you can't reseal yourself, that means you can't grant it. Paradox time, baby.
Like I said, any
Correct.
desire within my power. And it is not
And
in
you have
my
the power to
power
seal?
to seal myself.
Shit.
Fuck.
Oh,
Is it in your power to kill yourself?
Oh, I can do that multiple times. But I am a higher
Wait.
being. I just keep coming back.
I desire you to become mortal.
Ooh, aren't you clever? Sure. And you see she snaps her fingers, and it seems she just stumble onto her feet and goes, voila, mortal.
I
Yeah.
doubt that,
But
but
are you actually
Right.
mortal?
She's powerful enough. It doesn't matter if she's mortal or not. Look, I don't like it. You're so fucking smug. But hey, military guy turns. I know this is crazy, especially coming from me. But we don't win.
We don't know that.
Look at me. Look at you.
Well,
We're
if you
barely
think
standing.
not to play Demon's Advocate, but if whatever voice came out of Amadia's mouth is true, the only thing that can kill her is another god. And I don't
And
think we can
Theater.
have her give us godhood.
right, and between the two that we are currently dealing with, we see what she can do. And she's still crazy, but at least some of what she said makes sense.
But they
And then turn and look at the goddess. I want to ask you something.
By all means.
Your brother, this other forgotten god, the one you mentioned, Elven Kingdom, the one that they've already tussled with, few of them anyways, he's setting to look to raise the world, correct? You said it yourself. Burn it down,
My dear,
conquer it, whatever.
my dear little brother has some quirks to work out. But yes,
So wouldn't it be in your best interest to maintain your pool of desires to feed upon? Or to observe, control, whatever it is you want to do?
I think most of y'all have a horrible image of me.
You're
Well-
certainly not doing yourself any favors.
Yeah, you didn't exactly roll out the red carpet with sunshine and rainbows. You rolled it out with torment. You made me kill a man I killed once before. And a bunch of other things. It's not exactly the nicest way to prove your point.
Oh? Should I have just rolled out the red carpet, get on all my hands and knees, and beg you to let me out in this sealed in prison by the gods before? Should
Yes.
should I have just done that and expect you all to say, yeah, sure,
Well,
we'll
if
release
you
this
let
red
it-
god.
If you would have came to us and talked to us and explained your position, maybe. I'm by no means saying that you had to get on your hands and knees and beg for something. But a conversation goes a long way when it comes to people. And
If you were
telling them
asking-
you're part of something can get you a lot further than what you have done to my friends.
If you are asking us
to let you go. You don't have the power to leave this place by yourself. So why not beg?
And also, if you're released, you would just consume everyone as well, along with your brother.
Based on what she said, I don't think that's.
How can we
I don't think
believe
that's-
anything that she
The
says?
town has no fucking desire, Lucian. They're killing themselves.
Yeah, but you have to remember that's her direct order. If she goes somewhere else and lords over Dominion, at least maybe they'll be okay.
But she also said she no longer has to feed, which, again, I completely understand, Romeo. We don't know if she's lying. But if whatever talked out of Amadia is true, only a god can kill a god. If you walk away
I'm
from
not
here,
saying we kill her. We find a way to keep her here.
well, my
How
thoughts
we
are,
just stop her.
is in Lucian's, a god of murder does seem a bit worse in
You suddenly feel the room
a
start
cer-
to shake, and then you see
What
the goddess looks around and goes, "Ooh, I would be careful with those words."
Would you
They're
kill
supposed to
him?
be mortal.
Would you kill him?
My dear little
Better
brother.
question.
Yes.
If I must, yes.
He'd probably do the same to you. No contest. It's kind of in the name. I think he'd do it for less. He'd probably do it for fun.
Yeah, my little brother is cute like that.
Right. We have different definitions of what cute means.
I'm gonna.
Okay.
Can I look over at Clint and L'Oreal? What's their reaction to all this?
Clint seems to be enraptured by the goddess as he's
Of
just
course.
staring
What about
directly at her.
L'Oreal?
You see, L'Oreal has drawn her longsword and seems she is slowly creeping up on her.
All I'm saying, I am by no means, because I am not the only voice in this group. If we do not fight you leaving, would you be willing to take care of your brother? And by take care of, I mean kill. Just so, words don't get minced.
If he gets in my way of what I'm prepared to do, of course.
And what exactly are you prepared to do?
Maintain the balance of desire.
How? Be more specific than that.
Oh, my dear Romeo. And you see she snaps her fingers and it seems she lifts off the ground. And you see she locks eyes with you and goes, I may be here talking to you, but I am still divine. I do not answer to mortals.
Oh, didn't you make yourself mortal? We're just talking, aren't we? Equals, having a conversation.
Oh, Romeo, even if I am mortal, we are not equals.
Desire, I don't think they ask out of disrespect. You exist in a realm beyond full mortal comprehension.
Ooh. Amadia, we definitely must get you some breath mints. Your breath stinks of my siblings. But
I'm sure it does.
You are.
But am I wrong?
No, you are not wrong. But disrespect is still disrespect.
I suppose, but they ask to understand. That's what we mortals do. We seek knowledge. We seek to understand we seek to understand that which is impossible to understand. You and the others exist in a place far beyond our full comprehension.
That is true. Ignorant mortals are annoying. So
I believe Romeo simply wishes to understand how you intend to keep the status quo of things. You said you want to
Balanced.
keep desire balanced,
Of course.
and thus, how might you go about doing such?
Oh, I can show her right now. As she suddenly lunges forward and reaches lunge at you, Romeo, and you suddenly see boop and boop. I need boop boop boop. Romeo, as you see the goddess lunges at you. She grasps both of your cheek, leans in, and gives you a very passionate kiss. I need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh no.
Yes, make the rogue roll
Make the
wisdom.
bard rogue roll wisdom.
Wisdom's like enough stat, right?
Yeah, it's definitely not made upset.
As she kisses you, a sudden warmth washes over you as your pupils become shapes of hearts, and you feel a very burning sensation clutches your heart, and you open your eyes as your eyes widen as you are one, you're charmed, and you suddenly look at the goddess in a very, very lustful light. And you see, suddenly, it feels like your mind is being shifted through. It suddenly feels like certain thoughts are being plucked from your head. And suddenly, the strange desire to um, imprison the goddess, it seems to just been plucked from your head, and something seemed to get inputted, seemed to be replaced it as you. The sudden desire to imprison her is replaced by the desire to hear her out. As you still stare at her, she parts. She pulls away from the kiss, gives you a very flirty smile, kisses you on the cheek, and leans back and goes, "Well, Romeo, do you still desire for me to be in prison?"
No.
You do to her.
Well, I gave her a very nice kiss. It is simple. I am the goddess of desire. I have the authority to change, replace, shape, warp desires. But, of course, I have restrictions. Because we gods have rules that we need to obey, even a banished one like me. There is, in fact, only one god that doesn't play by the rules, but he's a special case. This is what I can do. I can reshape the desire for war. I can reshape the desire for violence, for greed, for lust. I can reshape them to make sure it doesn't blow up the world. As our oh so familiar friend Lady Rasa wants to do. And you see she turns around and looks at Lorio, who is still having her sword and shield in her hand and just locks eyes with the guys. And you see the guy just looks at her and goes, "Oh, were you trying to sneak up on me? Was this y'all's plan?" And she kind of looks back at y'all.
Yeah, I kind of assumed
No
you already
idea
knew
what
she
she
was
was
there,
doing.
to be honest. I saw her, but I assume you knew she was there.
You're not see her through your wings.
So you won't have any problem if I kill this one.
No, let's not get hasty.
You suddenly see Clint runs forward and go, wait, and steps right in front of L'Oreal and holds his little arms up and just trying to block the goddess from L'Oreal. And go, let's not be too hasty. Wow, you are a lot more intimidating now that I am standing before you. Look, my dear bodyguard here is a little hasty. We mean no disrespect. My lady, goddess, I guess goddess, would that work? Would that work for you? Like, do you have a name or something? And you see the guys goes, "Oh, I have a name, little one. Would you care to know it?" And Ear Clint goes, sure. I
Be
would,
careful.
huh? And you see the guys leans forward and goes, "Would you say you desire it?" And you see Clint kind of leans back and goes, "I don't think so anymore." And you see the guy just smirks, straightens up, and goes, "Then don't desire me, dear Clint." And you see Clint just locks eyes with her and slowly begins to take a step back. Amadia,
Mm-hmm.
due to your very high passive perception, because it's kind of ridiculous, but due to your very high passive perception, you notice the faintest scowl appear on Clint's face for like the briefest moment as he seems to lock eyes with the goddess before the coward's face comes back on, and you see they begin to take a step back. You see the goddess just smiles, turns around, and looks at the rest of y'all and goes, "Where were we? Ah, yes. We were trying to come to an agreement on we all mutually going our own separate ways."
So if I'm understanding right, you don't want the world to explode.
Why, dear granddaughter, would I want that?
I'm asking because you were talking about Lady Rasa.
Yes, she is developing interesting technology and weaponry that can very well destroy the world as we know it. I, for one, am quite enjoying. Well, I was before being locked up in here. I, for one, want to know about this world and see what I missed out the past millennia or two.
Well, I think as long as you were locked up for a reason, right?
Very much so.
And I assume it's because the regular gods grew weary of your power, or you and the other ones acted out of line. I don't know the history, but I can't imagine you want to do that again. You know, with your power, you can actually do remarkably good things for the world. You know that, right? Like objectively good things. You could find desires for people who want to hurt themselves and help them find themselves again. You could stop, like, for example, warlords, help them find a better answer. I mean, you don't have to just ruin everybody. Like you did with Roma, you plucked one single memory out of her, or one single desires out of her mind. You can do good things. Why don't you?
Oh, my dear simple Lucian. That is the reason I was in prison in the first place. I put my own desire, my own emotions and feelings into controlling other people's impulses, controlling you mortals' impulses. I too wanted peace. I wanted the mortals to live peacefully. No unnecessary murder, no unnecessary death, no unnecessary violence and crime and war. I didn't want any of that. With my power, I could easily change that. So yes, I did what you were thinking. I did what you suggested I do right now. But dear Lucian, that is why I was locked up. The other gods wanted balance, wanted this world and these mortals to run the natural course of things without godly, well, most large godly intervention. So if people wanted the desire to, I don't know, blow up an orphanage, in the gods' eyes, they are granted that freedom. In my eyes, the orphanage and the orphans themselves desires to stay alive. And you see she twirls and the male version comes out and goes, I prioritize the desire of many over the desire of one mad man. But what did the gods do? They thought it was too powerful. They thought that it is best for you mortals to desire what you want, whenever you want. If you desire to kill, rip apart people, you should be able to. Why would I stop it? I am just the goddess. I am just the god. I am both of desire. Why do I have the authority to dictate what you want?
I'm
I
sure
mean-
Then
I'm sure your intentions might have been pure, but you forget the thing that makes mortals special is free will. You dictating what one does or doesn't desire strips mortals of their free will. I believe that's what the gods that imprisoned you want, is for us to be free, and if we are to destroy ourselves and end everything, then that is because we caused it of our own volition, not because somebody was pushing us or guiding us in that direction.
But
off of what Amadia said, you talk about balance now. How are you going to not end up back imprisoned by the gods? So are you no longer going to do good? Or for every good action, are you going to do I'm going to, in quotation marks, evil action?
Or are you going to make an order of paladins or worshippers that will act out your will to do it for you?
right, I not to. I understand. That's the crazy thing, right, about the divine and interaction with the mortals. We pray to them to fix every sort of problem that we can think of, and in some capacity, they intervene and they guide or they directly intervene on occasion. But they cultivate the path that we walk. I'm not much of a religious man myself, but they cultivate the path one walks. There's got to be balance. You have to know how to guide the people that would look to pray to you and follow you, while still not taking away the individuality of the people. That's my opinion of the divine. And man, bless your heart. You tried to do good and you're locked away for it. Sure, you were a little misguided. Maybe you brought a little overzealous, but you don't deserve to be in the same vein as your brother, because I've heard he's an asshole. And his laugh is really fucking annoying.
Hmm.
How'd you put up with that?
Well, he wasn't always like that. He was quite, how do we say, put together before we went in prison. Before we... Not my story to tell. I will bring balance by making sure the world-ending desires don't come about. The world needs to stay alive. You mortals need to stay alive for the good of your realm and for the good of the gods. I'm sure my siblings will understand with time. But
You know, you could be. If you were to aid us, aid mortals in the fight against the rest of you, Ken, I think you'd probably be the most worshipped god in all the land by the end of it.
are you
You'd be the next big thing.
Are you asking me to help you all in your endeavors to, how do we say, kill my siblings that are still locked away and the one that is free right now?
Well, I guess we don't have. If the other ones stay locked away, they still locked away. We don't need to dig up those can of worms, right? But at least the one that we already have a problem with, the one that's actively trying to destroy everything, kill everybody, the thing that you want to protect, I feel like your listeners are directly. You said the world ending desires. Your brother wants to end the world and conquer it and kill everybody he can. That sounds to me like you guys are directly opposed.
Unless you have the way to help your brother regain his mind.
Oh, trust me, if I desired that, I would have to use up the remaining desires of everyone on this poor rock. But sadly, I'm not allowed to do that.
Right.
I almost.
I still get my desire, do I not?
Are you asking her?
Yep.
Or him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I know you won't grant me desiring you to be locked away for the rest of eternity. I know that won't work. So I have something that I think would be quite interesting for both of us.
Oh, do tell.
I desire for you to live lifetimes through the eyes of mortals, so you might actually learn to understand us.
You see, he kind of quirks an eyebrow and goes, that is an interesting desire to grant. Very well. I can do that. Let's see. Ooh. Let me see through the eyes of mortals until the end of your natural lifespan, nor to the end of your life. Very well. You see, she snaps her fingers, and you see she blinks, and her eyes begin glowing, and he nods his head before blinking again, and you see his eyes go back to normal and goes, "Ooh, lifetime can flash in the blink of an eye." I did learn some stuff, though. Your idea is... Your idea was interesting.
I didn't say a single lifetime. It was plural.
So you did. Another life. Another life, then. Let's see. Ooh. I know. Oh, but I feel bad if I take this one's life. I already did so much to Romeo as it is. And you see he looks over at Romeo and goes, "Poor Romeo. Romeo, oh Romeo."
Wherefore, sorry, Charles. What do you mean take their life? What do you mean by that?
A lifetime, he said. Look through the eyes of mortals and go through their
Look.
lifetime.
Not take. Look.
I did look. It wasn't my fault that they suddenly got hit by a cart. It isn't my fault that they suddenly peeled over and die. That's the thing about souls that are still running around. That poor little bird is still playing catch up with all of the different mortals that are still floating around. And the most recent ones that have appeared. And you see he turns around and goes back to her female form and leans over, gets close to Romeo and places her hands on Romeo's cheek and goes, "For what it's worth, dear Romeo, I am sorry for the decisions you made." Gives you a kiss on the forehead. Romeo, you are no longer charmed. As you see the goddess steps back and gives you some distance.
So let me clarify. When you're looking through the lives, that's just the end that the lives you picked met, or did you have a say in that?
Well, Amadi had never specified which lifetime I need to look through. So I picked some for myself.
You want to know what is it
Just
about
blame
humanity
them.
that you don't get? What is it about us? Not humanity, sorry, let me clarify. Mortals. What is it about us you don't get? The pain we suffer every day? I'm a mortal who's no longer mortal. I got that ripped away from me, and I still don't know why.
I don't believe I have ever said or stated that I don't know mortals.
There's no possible way that you can know. You haven't lived it. You can't know it. You always had that spark of the divine sitting right there within your chest that lets you do whatever you desired. After all, you had dominion over desires. Desire is the one thing that we as people, it can be both a driving force and a crippling force of destruction. And you embody that very well, might I add. And yet I never desired to lose. I died with the only desire I had left. Wasn't even a desire, it was a regret. I was peace. I killed the man who was looking to do things that were terrible, and I died for it. Did I regret that I wouldn't be able to do more? Absolutely. But I was content. And then I woke up trapped in this shell. And I've walked, and I've killed, and I've hunted, and I've learned. Our understanding of the world is never as black and white as we think it is, no matter if you're mortal or God. So until you truly, truly have walked a lifetime in the shoes of a mortal, as a mortal, without the ability to, whenever things get bad, to just snap back, to where you know that if you fucking get brained by mace, or take a bullet to the skull, or fall off a cliff, or get eaten by an owlbear, that some way you'll be fine. You'll be right back here. No skin off your nose. The rest of us doesn't work that way. And when it does, it's still not pretty. I got a second chance, and up until recently, I just operated on a mindless goal. So, how long are you going to keep following the goal at the dawn of creation? Aren't you bored? Don't you want to just... I've learned to travel with these people that seeing something change for the better is better than just perpetuating the cycle that I've been a part of. And I know you probably don't get that. But if you walked a mile in my shoes, saw my family get slaughtered, when that lichen bit me for the first time, I didn't think I was going to make it. When I joined the Blood Hunters, when they created the order, asked me to join, they were making lichens do things. We were still stigma. Everyone wanted us dead. And I fought anyways. That's what being mortal is. You fight in the face of adversity and you lose more than you win, but sometimes you win. And make no mistake, we are asking for your help, or at least I am. I think you should. Because there's an echo sensibility in what you say. But if we have to come for you someday, we will. Just like I'm sure you'll come back for us if it suits you. But I think we have to... I don't think we have a choice. And I look at everyone else. I don't think we have a choice. She has to walk out of here. Or we don't. And if we die in here, so she doesn't leave, someone else will come along eventually and she gets out anyways. And the foremost experts on fighting the things that we are fighting are gone.
I think technically she's also already free, so even if she kills us, she still can leave here free.
I kind of assumed that much, but I was kind of holding on to the glimmer of hope that maybe she's not, so thanks for that. I'm just tired.
My dear Lucia. You talk about how... You're right, I have dominion over desire. I guess you can say I was the very concept of desire. I was here when the mortals were created. Who do you think gave all you mortals the burning desire? I did. I gave y'all desire. I gifted y'all that blessing. With the condition that I had to watch over it. I had to guard it. I had to make sure it didn't get too out of control. Dear Lucian, don't ever assume you know what my life has been like. Yes, I am a goddess. Yes, I have divinity. But also, remember, I watch my siblings get imprisoned for millennia. I watch my own flesh and blood siblings rise up and go against me. I watch wars between my followers and the other god's followers. I watch my favorite mortal get killed right before me. I watch so much death I have watched so much desire to get out of control, and as you obviously know now, I have been in prison for so long. Living the life of a mortal is not one of my desires. Whether you wish it or not, I no longer wish to be bound by mortals. I am only here to fulfill my duty as the goddess of desire. I am only here to make sure you mortals don't kill each other in this beautiful world that my siblings and I have created. Whether my siblings get in the way or not. And you see, she turns around and shifts to her male form. You hear him go, I will make sure that I will be the last divinity standing. Because I know how to get rid of them. I truly know how to kill a god after being imprisoned for millennia. Dear Lucian, granddaughter, Romeo, my sweet mace, and even you, mouthpiece of the gods, Amadia. I will be leaving. I will do what I desire to maintain balance and order in this godforsaken world. If you want my help, come to a temple I will build. Pray unto me. Pray for my divine mercy to come bestow you with power and potentially guardians who come help. Because if you don't, I will still be here. I will still be alive. And I will make sure that if anyone gets in my way, I will make them brain dead. I will make sure that there's no desire left in their mortal shell. That all they can do is barely breathe and just lay on the ground waiting to die. That is my divine right. So I will ask this once again, and please don't give me some bullshit answer to appeal to a divine's humanity or a divine's boredom or curiosity. I just need to hear it coming straight from all of y'all. Are you going to stand in my way while I leave? Or are you gonna let me walk out of here without any of you standing in my way?
Fucking go.
I just want to go home.
Ace sits on the ground and like, there's really nothing we can fucking do.
Are you leaving, Isabel?
Isabel is my harbinger. I need her.
Why do you need her?
I'll reveal a weakness to you. Cause, and you see, he looks at Romeo. I don't think you can do anything about this weakness. Isabel is my connection here. Isabel is my harbinger. If she were to die, I would be back in here.
Question. Can the harbinger be changed?
Why, dear Mace, are you offering?
Well, if it saves a child, then yes.
What if I don't want you?
Looks at Lucian, the one that he knows is willing to kill a child.
Who do you want?
I wonder who. And you see his gaze lingers on each and every one of you.
You want all of us?
It's better to have multiple harbingers than just one. Are you willing
But
to
if you
are you willing to sacrifice your own freedoms and desires to be my harbingers to let a little Isabel go?
if you had to choose just one of us to be your harbinger, which of us would you choose?
Hmm. One, two, three, four, five. I am actually gonna roll for this. Because she likes all of y'all.
What?
She likes all of y'all. So I am gonna roll for this.
Each of us represents a different fang of desire, ironically.
6. Okay. A D6.
Oh boy.
Let's see.
Who is it?
Right. Her eyes linger on everybody before settling on Romeo.
Fucking hell.
I literally went
Um,
Amadia's 1, Meluzine's 2, Romeo's 3, Mace's 4, Lucian's 5, and Isabel's 6.
when her gaze locks onto Romeo, can I step forward?
Okay.
You've already taken so much from Romeo.
Yes.
Let me be your harbinger. Let Romeo and Isabel go. You can turn me back into the mindless succubus
Oh,
that I once was.
my dear granddaughter, I don't want that. I don't want you to go, if you were to be my harbinger, to go back to being some dumb slut that only relies on the desire of lust. I like you the way you are. So independent. So worry about your desires getting out of control. So wanting the desire to lead your own life. That's what desire needs. That's what desire lives for. Not to be controlled and be stuck on one aspect of desire. Desire is not lust. Desire is not greed. Desire is not rage. Desire is everything. So why would I turn you into some mindless bimbo? Please, granddaughter, give me more credit as the god of desire.
While
All I'm
she's
asking, take me. Don't take Romeo. Don't take Isabel.
except while she's going on this tangent,
Mm-hmm.
can I cast message just to speak it under my breath? So, like, obviously she can't hear it.
Okay.
To Mace right next to me.
Okay.
Just because I think it's funny. I'm gonna message you what I'm saying, Mace.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
All right. I'm glad I friended you a while back.
I was also going to ask if I can try to talk to Egris and Valerian in my head.
Okay, sure. While Lucian and Mace are are sending messages, Romeo, what are you saying to Lucian and Valerian, or Igris and Valerian?
Lucian and Valerian.
Names.
The Creator said that the power that the two of you wield was be enough to help us. Is he right? Can you do something about this?
You feel the presence come in and goes. You hear a voice goes. What is it you are asking of us?
Can you seal her away or something, keep her bound here.
What do you offer in exchange?
What more can I offer you? I've offered you to get your bodies back. What else do you want?
You don't understand, young Romeo. In order for us to even attempt to seal her away, I have to be here. I would be trapped as well, acting as their prison. So I ask again, what do you offer in exchange?
What would you want? I'll offer you anything I can.
You. We
What is that?
will exchange imprisoning her for 10 years. In those 10 years, near the end, we will take your body and soul and make them ours so I can be free.
Can I do some kind of insight check? Because they keep saying we, I. Can I do an insight check if this is actually Igris and Valerian?
Sure, make an insight check.
I'm not good at wisdom. Oh, fuck.
Seems legit.
20 years.
15. That is the most our magical presence can last.
And in those 15 years, what happens to me? Am I still myself?
For those 15 years, yes, you will remain you, but you won't have us. You won't have our blessing or power. But when those 15 years are up, we will take what we are owed.
And you know this will work.
No.
And what if it doesn't?
Then we would have a very angry God breathing down our necks. And the agreement will be null and void, because we didn't do our part. So you would remain normal.
And for I'm assuming the ensuing battle, would I still have your help?
Yes.
When I give you the signal, you do it. But not yet.
Do you agree, young Romeo?
15 years isn't bad. Yes.
Do you swear on your name, Romeo?
she'll have a little stupid light bulb moment. And she'll go, I swear, it's true as my name is Romeo Nightshade. Could I do like a deception or something? Because that's not my name.
Well, they don't know that's not your name.
Yes, they don't know that's not my name.
Make a deception check.
Hold on, before you do, I'm. Well, I don't really know this conversation's happening.
Also,
Nope.
I'm gonna.
Nope.
Can
Oh,
I roll like a D100 and it be like a 50-50 chance that if Amadia on a whim just uses this power on Romeo?
I mean, you could do like a perception to see if she's, because she's got dragons in her head.
What are you trying to do?
I want to give her my Cosmic Omen, which would give. I have to announce I'm doing it before a roll is made, but it would give her a D6 added to the result.
I would say no, because this is all in her head, and you can't really tell what she's doing. So it's hard for you to direct like certain magical energy towards her. So I'm gonna say no.
Okay, I tried.
I have a plus 13.
$25.
25.
Joke should be at advantage because they don't know that's her. That's not her faker name.
In her head, though, like
Y'all are making lots of assumptions for a being that's inside her head.
Yeah.
That's also true.
That's what I was thinking.
Lucian told me to.
Well,
Lucian told me the plan. I'm gonna initiate the plan when we go back talking to the goddess.
Oh god, there's so many things going on right now.
yeah, no one's gonna
Amadia's
know.
contemplating just murdering a child while all of you are like doing your own thing.
You hear in your head. Actually, we'll go back to conversation because this is all happening in your head. So everything else is still going on around y'all. So, back to the conversation. So, Mel, you
Where
are
was I?
asking.
I'm propositioning.
Yeah.
I cannot let Romeo have any more discourse in her life.
I don't know if I still have this, but I desire you to make me your herald or whatever. I forgot what it was called.
Harbinger.
Harbinger. Your harbinger. I don't know. I still have one, but worth a shot.
Yes, Lucian.
Nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, I misread it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Shit.
You
I'm
see,
tired.
I said for you to say I desire you to make like not say me as in I Mace, me as in Lucian.
That's why. Can we backtrack to reword it? Because
No.
that's how my brain read it. You should have said Lucian. I'm an idiot.
You see,
Well, I said it that way. Sorry, I'm not to cut you off. I said it that way because Lucian's messaging you that. Like he's talking to you saying that. I just sent it as a message because
I'm an idiot.
you see the goddess looking at you, Melusine. Then her head snaps to Mason and goes, well, one desires to be my harbinger, and one is desiring to be my harbinger. How can I say no to both? Very well. I listen to your desires, so it shall be.
well,
Right? You see,
in fairness, as she says that, Lucian says he desired me to be, and I know I don't have my free one anymore. But I wanted to.
Ooh, all three of y'all want to be my harbinger. Hmm.
Well, he wanted me to be.
Hey,
Oh, but
misinterpret the fame.
that's not the words that came out of his mouth. So it shall be. 3 harbingers of desire.
I'm dead.
So shall it be. And you see, she snaps her fingers. Romeo, going back to you. You hear a growl echoes through your mind, and suddenly your hand is starting to heat up as your whole entire arm feels like it's on fire, as it feels like lava is flowing through your veins, and you suddenly hear, Aldora, do not think. We don't know what you are trying to do. Aldora, we are in your head. We know who you are. The deal is off. You live
Yeah,
with
but-
your own consequences for trying to trick me, for trying to trick us. Aldora, we are disappointed in you. We gave you a fair chance. Live with the consequences.
5 years.
No. It is too late to bargain. You have lost our
Fine.
trust. You have lost our faith in you.
Then you won't live at all.
We no
You're
longer
losing your own
desire
chat.
to be on you. You see, the goddess, or the god looks over at Romeo and gives a very toothy smirk and goes, Did I hear that right, dear Romeo?
I don't think you heard anything at all.
Oh, I heard somebody desiring not to be warned by you. That's very interesting. Who do you have in your head? Oh, fascinating. Sadly, I'm busy at the moment. If they desire it again, I can only appeal to the desire. But my harbingers must fulfill the desire. And as soon as he says harbingers, suddenly Melusine, Mace, and Lucian, you suddenly see pink magical energy seems to burst out of the ground and wrap all around your form as you feel the pink magical energy seem to be sucked into you, feeling all of your joints and feeling all of your body, and it feels like a new magical energy seems to be positioning itself deep in your core and seems to flow out, filling your limbs with power and magical energy. And you see the god lets out a laugh as he goes, Oh, what joys! 3 harbingers. And 3 powerful ones at that. I'll never be in prison again. Oh, my harbingers. As you have heard, somebody desires to be off of dear Romeo. So, as my harbingers, we must fulfill the desire. Cut her hand off.
And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.